It's another summer evening here in Dubai, and we're all set here at the Sports City ICCA Academy. Is the venue. I10 is the tournament. The year is 2024, and another evening of spectacular cricketing action lined up for you, live and exclusive from this gorgeous venue. We've got a top of the table clash coming up. It is Spades Real Estate taking on 7 District Hybrid. Two teams that are absolutely in rich form, and another man in rich form, Owais Ali, who's been out there for a while now. And he was with the two captains earlier on for the toss. Let's have a look.
Match number 55 of ICC Academy I10 2024. It's a big game. It's the clash of the Titans. The table toppers are going to clash against each other. Let me introduce you to two captains and the match referee. On my left is Mohammad Saghir from 7 District Hybrid. On the left is Rohan Mustafa from Spades Real Estate. And of course, our honorable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home captain, you've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Tails is the call. मुबारक हो, टॉस जीत गए, क्या करना चाहेंगे?
जी हम पहले बैटिंग करेंगे।
बैटिंग करके आप कितना स्कोर यहाँ पे करना चाह रहे हैं इस विकेट के ऊपर?
ये विकेट अच्छी है इंशाल्लाह, 120 130 तक देखेंगे इंशाल्लाह, क्योंकि दूसरी टीम भी अच्छी है तो 120 तक देखेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
बड़ा मैच, बड़ा दिन अगेंस्ट अ वेरी गुड साइड, क्या प्लानिंग है आज के मैच की?
जी सेम प्लान है इंशाल्लाह, ये टॉप टीम है और इंशाल्लाह मैच का मजा आएगा इंशाल्लाह।
कोई चेंजेस आपकी प्लेइंग विल में आज?
नहीं, सेम स्कोर।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक, गिव अस अ गुड गेम। Rohan, if you would have won the toss, what was your plan to do on this wicket?
We were thinking to ball first. As you know, we are quite good in chase, and of course, when it comes the night and ball comes on the bat, and I think it's good for us.
And how much are you planning to restrict the opponents on this wicket?
I think it will be good if you stick them 110, 100, something like that. It will be good, but they have a very good side, and of course, it will be a good match.
Any changes to your playing 11 today?
There are a lot of changes, but I don't know.
Well, best of luck. Give us a good game. Right then, so the news from the centre is that 7 District Hybrid have won the toss and elected to bat first.
Thank you very much, Owais Ali. That is the story from the middle. Then it is 7 District Hybrid, the men in orange, who won the toss. Under their new captain, Saghir Khan, who's done a decent job himself, and more than decent for that matter. They've had a wonderful run here at the ICC Academy. They've lost just the one game in this tournament so far, so really riding high. But so are the opposition. Spades Real Estate, we saw the very popular man out there, Rohan Mustafa, talking through his plans. And here are the playing 11s for the two teams. Star-studded is the words that come to my mind. Shahrukh Sheikh, Akif Raja, very well-known names in the domestic circuit. And of course, we've got Alishan Sharafu, the highest run scorer so far in this tournament. He's just run away with his batting, hasn't he? Some good names in there. Junzab plays regularly for this team, Spades Real Estate. And of course, 7 District Hybrid also with some very familiar names there. Aftab Javed, Almas Ayub, Owais Ahmed, Farhan Khan, Farman Ali, the wicketkeeper most probably. And then they've got the man in form, Muhammad Irfan, the left-hander, who generally opens the batting, gets a lot of runs for his team. He's also among the highest run scorers. And then, of course, that name at the bottom, Syed Haider Wasi Shah. How could you discount him? Recently scored a very quick half-century of just 14 balls. And of course, there are those names that do come in for the bowling department. Wahab Hassan, the left-arm spinner, has been instrumental for their success in recent times. They've been doing well, both these teams, in multiple tournaments. And today, they'll face each other off in what is promising to be a classic contest between two good teams filled with two very big names in their sides. Of course, Muhammad Irfan, the left-hander, will open, as he always does, a very aggressive batter. And that is what this format demands, the T10 format. You've got to go from ball one. There's no time to get an eye in. Akif Raj will open alongside Zainullah, the youngster, who's now been promoted into this hybrid side, has done very, very well for himself in multiple tournaments. Looks like we're all set, just getting their field fine-tuned here. Some communications going out there. And it seems like we're all set for ball number 1. Here we go then. Big clash, as Owais very beautifully said, a clash of the Titans. And we hope that it does remain to be one of those nail-biting encounters that we love to see here at the ICC Academy. All smiles from Akif Raja as he loads up for ball number 1. He'll be bowling to the left-handed Muhammad Irfan, who usually takes strike in this opening partnership. Right then, here we go. Round the wicket, sprays onto the leg side, work towards square leg. Bit of work there. They're coming back for the second quite comfortably. So good start, a positive start. 7 District Hybrid opened their account with that couple thanks to Mohammad Irfan, who is currently the 4th highest run scorer in this tournament. He'll be looking to add to that tally. And from that first ball that we saw from Akif Raja, no real indication of too much movement, although there's a bit of grass left on that patch. Let's see if he can derive some extra bounce or movement off the surface here. Fuller takes the leading edge and almost carrying straight back to the bowler. And that's where you need to be early on with the new ball in hand. Try and be Fuller. Don't be afraid to get hit. That's when the ball moves around and really puts those doubts in the batter's mind. You go too short, the batter has enough time to rock to the back foot and work you around. You go too full, then that's when you get driven. But that nagging full length, where the batter is unsure, even in this format, that seems to be the way to go. Slower on that occasion, just pushing it with soft hands. Mohammad Irfan gets off strike with that single, and that'll bring the young Zainullah Zain on strike, the right-hander. So Akif Raja will probably now shift back over the wicket and look to try and bring the ball back into the right-hander, which is his forte. Hasn't really been up there in terms of pace. We know he can bowl much faster if he wants to, but I guess it's a new day, a new game, so he will slowly work up that pace as the match goes on. Only 2 overs, that's all you get as a bowler in this format, so no real time to loosen up. You've got to be accurate on the money from ball number 1 and get your pace up as soon as you can. And of course, variations will also come in as the overs progress. Back of a length onto the offside, pushed very gently towards backward point. Zainullah gets off the mark with that single. So a very steady start here from the 2 batters. We haven't seen aggressive strokes as yet. We do know that these 2 are more than capable of bringing out those strokes whenever they want. They can make that switch if they require. But for now, they're being cautious. Probably just seeing off an over or 2. The new ball always asks a few questions on these tracks, especially here at the ICCA Academy. Always useful to the new bowler. But once you're in as a batter, that's when you collect those runs and make merry. Slow once again, just rolling his fingers over the ball. He's gently tapped that towards third man, and once again, very good running between the wickets. Even though it's the power play, the fielders are mostly inside the circle. They're hitting it straight to the fielder and still managing to get that 1 run. And these few singles and 2s are the ones eventually that might end up making the difference. So you've got to try and count in and take in as many as those. Akif Raja with the variations very early on. In just the first over, we're already seeing him bowl 2 slow ones, 2 off cutters. Last ball of the over, 5 runs so far. Down the track, looking to attack. Probably the first time in the game. Bit of swing away from the right-hander and he'll miss out on that one, Zainullah. Decent first over from Akif Raja. It's 5 for none. Rohan Mustafa to bowl the second over here. Bit of seam up from him. That was probably a warm-up. Umpire Nadeem Anjum signaling a dead ball there. He'll bowl to the left-handed Mohammad Irfan around the wicket. He bowls all kinds of deliveries, Rohan Mustafa. Irfan leaving that, assuming that it might be a wide, but it is well within the tram line. So the umpire says no, that'll remain a dot ball, no wide there. Oh, picked up very, very nicely by Irfan. This is where he's at his absolute best. You pitch it full to him, and especially onto his pads, he'll pick you up like he'll smash you. And that's gone into the car park, onto the road, just outside the ICCA Academy. First maximum of the game, courtesy Mohammad Irfan. He's in very good form, and he's continuing to be in good form. Ron Mustafa being a little too full on that occasion. Paying the price by conceding a maximum. Really covering the stumps there, Mohammad Irfan, standing on his off stump, really. Oh, this has gone high. This has gone really, really high. Who wants it? Miscommunication. Oh, this might be a big loss, and that expression from Rohan Mustafa tells you the story. That is one angry man out there. The wicket keeper and the point fielder, they were both coming to the ball, but they both assumed the other one's going to get to it. Eventually, no one got to it. And it fell exactly in between them. Rohan Mustafa, well, you feel for him. He just got hit for a 6. There was an opportunity for redemption with a wicket straight away. And he's still complaining. Oh, this is unfortunate for Spades Real Estate. You know when you are fielding, when Rohan Mustafa is bowling, you've got to take your catchers. Otherwise, you will hear about it until the next day. Right then, change in the field. Zainullah, the right-hander, is on strike. So, deep square leg and deep mid-wicket in position. Oh, looking to cut that away. Too close maybe to do that. Bit of bounce as well, Rohan Mustafa. Now he'll bowl with a bit of venom as well. He's a man on a mission. And he's certainly not pleased with his teammates. There was a real chance for Spades Real Estate there to get rid of the man in form. Mohammad Irfan playing one shot too many. Lucky he's still out there. Oh, this is flat batted, slapped right behind the bowler. And it'll go all the way for a 6 as well. So Zainullah says it's my turn now. If the one to Irfan was too full, this was short, and Zainullah takes full advantage. Stands where he was and slaps it over long off for a maximum. Expensive over this from Rohan Mustafa. Might not be a great idea, this bowling with the new ball. Down the track this time. It's gone up once again. This time will the fielder hold on to it? Yes, he does. Rohan Mustafa eventually picks up the wicket. And Zainullah this time not so lucky. The catch has been taken and Rohan Mustafa will be a relieved man. Looking to repeat the heroics, Zainullah. Trying to score consecutive 6s, but has to walk back, having made not many for his team. Just 7 off 5, the 1-6 in that. It's 18 for 1. A new man in is Syed Haider Wasi Shah. And Mohammad Irfan though will be on strike as it's going to be the 3rd over. The power play is done. Salim Abdul Quddus to bowl now with a bit of wrist spin. And they're coming back for the 2nd as well. Brilliant running this. That's been the hallmark of 7 District Hybrids batting. They've got the big shots, but they've also got that quick running between the wickets. And that certainly helps in this format. Spin straight away after a couple of overs of medium pace. And this is what Irfan loves to do against spin. He gets down on that one knee and a slog sweep for another maximum. So that's his 2nd 6. And this move of bringing a wrist spinner against Mohammad Irfan might just prove too costly. He loves going to the leg side, loves going over mid-wicket, takes the fielder on. And when he connects, more often than not, the ball does go beyond the boundary line. He's already on 19 off just 9. The longer he stays out there, the bigger the trouble for Spades Real Estate. They'll need a spade to dig them out of trouble. Right then, does Salim Abdul Quddus now change his line? Does he go more offside? Does he try to bowl the straighter one? Or will he continue to flight it and ask Irfan to go big again? Oh, this one's fuller. Leading edge once again, but they'll still manage the single. The second time now Irfan has been caught on that leading edge. Probably turning the bat a little too soon onto the leg side. Lucky for him, it hasn't carried to the fielder. It's 9 runs off this over so far, so turning out to be a good one for 7 District Hybrid. Now it's the man that is so highly rated, Syed Haider Wasi Shah. Short in stature, but not short in terms of skill. He's in good form, scored a good half century recently, just off 14 balls. And he'll get off the mark with a quick single and overthrow as well. So they'll allow him to get back on strike for a couple and direct hit on that occasion, but won't cost too much. Yeah, he's a fit bloke. Syed Haider Wasi Shah spends a lot of time in the gym. He will know the value of running hard in these rather humid conditions in Dubai right now, touching 45, 50 degrees these days. He too now brings out the slog sweep that's gone in the gap between mid-wicket and square leg. Although it was along the carpet, Shahrukh Sheikh is very quick generally. Picks it up with the hand and throws it in on time. So it will just be a single. So you can see the sense of urgency there between the two batters now that the new ball has been seen off. They are trying to go aggressive, trying to be attacking. Mohammad Irfan has been successful doing so, going at a strike rate of 200 right now. Oh, short, just outside off. Lucky there, Salim Abdul Quddus. Got away with that one. Good over this for the 7 District team, 31 for 1 after 3. $31 for 1 now. 7 District Hybrid have gotten off to a really good start. And after his toss duties, he's just drunk 2 liters of water in these sultry conditions and run back into the combat. So Vesali now joins me for the rest of this innings. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Samir. And good evening, viewers. Well, we're expecting to have an absolute blockbuster. Both the teams have played some magnificent cricket throughout this tournament. And now it's the clash of the table toppers. It promises to be an absolute thriller.
Oh, this is very, very interesting. First, the batter Mohammad Irfan was standing outside his off stump, and Umair Ali, the new bowler, bowled that outside the pitch. Now, let's wait for the umpire's decision. They might just call this a no ball because it may have pitched outside the surface. It seems like that's what they're checking now with the third umpire.
Yeah, I think the idea was right from Umair Ali, trying to bowl it way too wide, seeing the batter standing way on that offside, and I think that's going to be given as a no ball. Good take behind the stumps.
Yeah, he had to get a hand to it, otherwise that could have been very costly. And yes, it has been signaled a no ball, and that will follow with a free hit. Now Mohammad Irfan, where does he stand? Still there. And he's deposited this. Out of here, bye-bye, take care.
Oh, what a brilliant stroke that is. Mohammad Irfan continuing his form in this tournament, and he was in the slot, and he's not going to miss out on that. Cashing out on that free hit delivery. Fuller going down on one knee, and that is a huge maximum.
Advantage 7 District Hybrid right away. A no ball to start off with Umair Ali. Now the first ball, the first legal delivery, a free hit, and he bowls it full to Mohammad Irfan. This guy is absolutely enjoying himself, Irfan. In the last few months, he's been in brilliant form, has played some fantastic innings, and is continuing to do so. Entertaining batting from him. This time he's pulled him away, and the result is similar. Another maximum.
Well, seems like man on a mission today. He's clubbed that towards mid-wicket for another maximum. So Mohammad Irfan continuing his form and has decided he's going to be dealing in maximums here.
Umair Ali certainly can do with some advice there from Shah Rukh. He bowled full, was hammered out. This one was shorter in length. And Irfan stood where he was and the pivot was fantastic. He makes it look so easy. He's not the strongest of blokes if you look at him. Just a ordinary sized person, but the way he hits them really muscles them, doesn't he?
Well, absolutely. Samir is the second best batter in this tournament as of now. That is what he has to offer. He uses the power play to its full potential and just gives his team an excellent start.
Yeah, Alishan Sharafu, he's topping the charts right now in terms of best batters. So really, we've been entertained with some really good batting in this tournament, some really good stroke making. The bowlers are the ones that have taken the stick so far. Umair Ali is certainly feeling it. 13 runs in just 2 legal deliveries. The plan is now, in fact, the question now is, where do we bowl? What length do we try and go with? The fuller one went for a maximum. The shorter one went for a maximum. I think on a track like this, there's a little bit of assistance for the fast bowlers always. You've got to be on that test match good length.
Oh, quite certainly, Samir. The margin of error is very minimal in this format. You have to be very precise with your line and lengths and keep varying your pace. You can't be bowling in one trajectory and be predictable. And Umair, well, he'll be feeling the heat under tremendous pressure. Already 13 in the 2 deliveries he's bowled.
This one's been sliced. It's straight to the fielder at third man, so will only be a single to Umair Ali's relief. Mohammad Irfan is off strike.
Well, he's been one of the strike bowlers, has been Umair Ali. A terrific find, tremendous all-rounder. Has got a few tricks under his sleeve. That was a good delivery right in the block hole. And that's what's been missing throughout this tournament. We haven't really seen bowlers bowling those deadly bouncers, those block hole deliveries. That was a good delivery from Umair.
Syed Haider there, just looking to get some room. The bowler did follow him, so he's pushed it down towards long. And I think he knows that the kind of form that Irfan is in, there's no point in him trying to go after every delivery. Yes, if it's there to be hit in this format, you've got to capitalize. But otherwise, when there's a single, and just let Irfan do all the batting. This is a full toss outside off. So Irfan is tempting him to try and hit bowl at the stumps, which is why he's batting on that offside. He wants him to come to his leg side so he can pick him up and play that favourite shot of his. But Umair Ali has done well so far. He's not given into the temptation of bowling full onto the pads.
I think this is a terrific comeback after being pumped for 2 sixes. He's done pretty decent, just giving away 3 singles in his over. And now is finding that perfect length, that right in the block hole. Oh, fuller delivery, and it was a juicy full toss. And I think Syed Haider Wasisha has missed out an opportunity. 4 overs gone, 47 for 1. Well, this is a good start here from 7 District Hybrid. They've just lost 1 wicket. Zainullah, he was looking destructive when he came into bat. But Rohan Mustafa got the better of him. And it's going to be Salim to continue his second over. Nicely bowled right onto the stumps. Flicked away for a single.
Yeah, they've done the hard work in the start. There you go, another overthrow. There have been a couple of these already. Spades Real Estate being a bit clumsy on the field today. They've been a bit, I wouldn't say unfocused, maybe if that's the right word. Just find a lapse in concentration from the fielders every once in a while.
Yeah, you need to bring your A game today. They're playing against the top team here, 7 District Hybrid. They've lost just the 1 game in this tournament. Having a phenomenal run, trying to slog that, and I think not the right shot selection. Yeah, you can see Mohammad Irfan just directing, he should have played towards the cover.
Yeah, play the ball to its merits. Even though it is a format that you want to try and slog every ball, you still got to play where the ball is going. Shorter. Oh, this has been picked up very, very nicely. And once again, it'll go all the way for a maximum. Mohammad Irfan is dealing in sixers here.
Well, he's got plenty of bat on that one. Not a very good delivery. It was short and it was in his zone. And someone with the class and the form Mohammad Irfan is in, he's not going to miss out on this opportunity. That's been hammered out of the park for yet another maximum.
I'm just trying to figure out what Salim Abdul Quddus was trying to do there. He bowled a good delivery just outside off, and clearly Irfan is someone who looks to go leg side almost every delivery. So I'd rather tempt him to play on the offside, and the few shots that he has played on the offside have only resulted in ones or twos. So I'd take a single any day over the risk of getting hit for a boundary.
Yeah, absolutely, completely agree with you, Samir. And I think Salim, not too sure with the decision, considering he's a leg spinner, wrist spinner, bowling to a left-hander, and that too the number one batsman in this tournament. So let's hope that he bowls in the right areas. Bowled a short delivery, and Irfan capitalizing on it. Flicked away, but straight into the hands of the fielder. They'll scamper for a single.
Yeah, quicker from Salim Abdul Quddus this time. Trying to go fuller. He knows that he can't afford to be short against Mohammad Irfan, who so far made merry of some very ordinary bowling. 44 he's on. Looking good for another half century here. Haider so far, he's been quiet at the non-striker's end. He wants to cash in as well though. This has gone high, this has gone handsome, and this has gone over the roof of the ICCA Academy. Yeah, the umpires, I think, have called for a new ball because this has gone over the roof and it's going to take some retrieving. Alishan Sharafu will trek back to oval number 2 and try and recover that ball, but it seems like it will take some time now. Syed Haider versus Shah all this while was playing a quiet little innings, but he's decided it's time to pack a punch because there's just over 5 overs left and try and score as many as he can. He made room for himself and just deposited that, and while they're looking for the ball, it's time for a quick drink for the batters.
One last delivery of Salim's over, hit hard. An excellent bit of fielding in the deep. That was 4 runs written all over it. So another successful over for 76 Hybrid has come to an end. 5 overs gone, 63 for 1.
Ehtisham Siddiq to bowl the 6th over at the halfway stage. 7 District Hybrid are sitting very comfortably, 63 for 1. Mohammad Irfan and Syed Haider Shah putting on a brilliant partnership here. Oh, this is down the ground again. Don't think he's connected that all too well. And that's why Salim Abdul Quddus down that long on will manage to keep it to a single.
I think it's a good move to bring Ihtisam, another very talented all-rounder. Has got a few tricks under his sleeve, got some excellent variations. He's bowled those off-cutters, leg cutters, and that is exactly what is required on this wicket. It's coming onto the bat really nicely for the batters. Hardly have we seen any movement whatsoever, Samir.
Yeah, there's a bit early on, but then once you've seen that new ball off, there's plenty of runs to be made here, and this outfield too, very quick. And these players have played so much cricket here. You know the exact dimensions of this ground and where you want to try and target. This time Irfan once again looking to go leg side, and that's been his, if at all, one weakness. He tries to take that delivery outside off and play on the leg side. I think bowlers have to recognize that and try and tempt him to try and go big by bowling on that 4th and 5th stump line.
Yeah, that's a very valid point you make here, Samir. Ihtisam just needs to bowl a little fuller. But have a look where Mohammad Irfan is standing. Shows the trueness of the wicket. The ball is coming onto the bat really nicely. Trusting the surface as Mohammad Irfan.
Going wide because the batter walked across, and I think that's a very good decision from the umpire. You can't walk around on the crease and then expect the bowler to still maintain his line. I think gives an unfair advantage to the batter. Well done, umpire Nadeem Anjum. I think that should be the way to go.
Excellent decision. He's been spot on throughout the tournament. And look at that. Smart bowling, showing some great game awareness here, Ihtisam. Seeing the batter standing away on that offside. And bowled it wider, fuller. And a dot delivery. So he's doing pretty well here. Just one run where both batters are taking them to the cleaners.
Yeah, I think Spades needed an over like this. A quiet over just to gather themselves again. Yeah, this is good stuff. Very good stuff. Mohammad Irfan is trying to toy with the bowler. He's standing outside his off stump. Look at that. You can even see the off stump. That's how far outside he is. And you can't expect the bowler to not go across you. This is good stuff from the bowler. Even better from the umpire.
Well, I fail to understand Mohammad Irfan, his stance and the position where he's standing. He's better off as a batter if he just stands normally, plays normal cricket. He's been superb throughout the tournament. And that's the first time we're seeing him doing something very unusual and unorthodox.
Everybody's looking to reinvent in this format, in this game. Now this one's also wide, but this time, umpire Nadeem Anjum says, yeah, I'm going to have to call that out because that went really far. I think the yardstick for the umpires, OS, is that if a batter is standing outside his stumps and the bowler goes across, what they'll try to do is they'll try to figure out, can the batsman have reached it? If the batter doesn't reach it, if he's unable to reach it, then yes, it will be a wide. And on that occasion, I think it was an occasion where the batter cannot reach it.
Yeah, absolutely, Samir. A good point you make here. It's been a quiet over. We're into the 6th over and 76 hybrid. I've managed to score 65. Dancing down the track. Excellent delivery. Well, this is turning out to be a brilliant over. And the batters have scampered back for a second.
Yeah, they'll have to do that. When the boundaries don't come, that's when you have to make sure you run hard between the wickets. But Spades won't mind that. They won't mind conceding the 1s and 2s. It's the boundaries that they want to block off. And this over, they've done a brilliant job at it. Ihtisam, maybe a little too late, but then they'll be glad that they brought him on. And now his 2 overs could make all the difference between 7 District getting to maybe a 140 or maybe getting restricted to under 120.
Fuller delivery in thick outside edge. And that's going to trickle away towards the boundary. So boundary to end the 6th over. A successful over for team Spades Real Estate. 6 overs gone, 71 for 1.
The third man was up in the circle. And this is why Irfan would have realized that I might as well just slash at it. Even if it's a top edge, it will end up going to the boundary. And that's exactly what happened. 71 for 1 after 6.
Right then, 6 overs gone, 71, and they've lost just 1 wicket. So plenty of batting to come after this. It's just 24 deliveries to go. And Syed Haider Wasi Shah, he's got his eye in. He's already played 7 deliveries. And now we'll have all the license to go big from here onwards. And it's 50 from Mohammad Irfan. What a tremendous batter he's been and continuing his form.
Yeah, we were talking about the good over that Ehtisham bowled in the previous one. That third man boundary brought up Irfan's 50 and none of us even noticed. So half century up for Irfan. Another good innings from him as Rahul Bhatia starts off his first over. Starts off with a wide, in fact. A bit of left arm spin. So they do have quite a few resources. They've got the medium pace, they've got the wrist spinner, and then they have the left arm spin of Rahul Bhatia. It's just about using it wisely and making sure that they rotate them well enough. But Syed Haider Wasi Shah, the first legal delivery of Bhatia, has been sent back into the stands for a 6.
A little bit of room on the offside, and he's picked the bones out of this delivery. That has travelled with some knots. Terrific bat speed by this youngster. So now Syed Haider Wasi Shah is joined the party now. Well, I wasn't too sure about this decision, Samir, getting a left arm orthodox, and that too when a left-handed batter is in the middle, Mohammad Irfan, who's striking the ball brilliantly.
Well, I think that's just the options they have, the wrist spinner and the left arm spinner. So I think in the modern day game, I don't think the whole tradition of not bowling a left arm spinner to a left-hander or not bowling a wrist spinner to a left-hander matters too much. I think it's about you as a bowler having the skill to make sure that you're able to bowl to both kind of batters, and that's what makes you stand out. There should be no limitations in terms of who you bowl to, and Rahul Bhatia surely knows that better than anyone else.
Short delivery in, hit hard, and will bring Mohammad Irfan on strike. So good move here by Syed Haider Wasi Shah.
Yeah, you said they've got plenty of batting to come, and that's why from here on I think Irfan is not going to just watch around. He's going to try and go after everything. He's made his 50. He's done his job as an opener. 50 of the 79 runs are from his bat, so he's certainly more than done a job for his team. He's got them that good start. He's got the 50. Now he'll try to attack Rahul Bhatia. He'll like the ball coming into his arc. Yeah, he's a deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg in position as well. But he'll go offside. He's looking for the reverse sweep on that occasion. Misses out, but they'll manage to cross over. We'll just wait for the signal. Yes, it is a bye.
Showing some improvisation here is the youngster Mohammad Irfan trying to reverse sweep that. I wasn't too sure if that was the right shot selection, considering he's playing beautifully towards the mid-wicket, towards the long on, long off. Terrific knock.
I think he's looking to play the field. He realizes that there are those two men stationed there. The third man being up in the circle. Might have been a good idea to try and go over him. There was a bit of a blind spot there by the keeper. They didn't know where the ball was. It has allowed these two to now cross over for another bye. So after that 6, Rahul Bhatia has come back well. He's been economical.
Well, he's come out with a plan today. He's just firing it towards the offside channel and making it difficult for both the set batters in the middle. So he's done pretty well after being hit for a 6 on the second delivery. 2 more deliveries in this over and hit hard, but no connection whatsoever. So this is a great comeback by the youngster Rahul.
Yeah, that man on your screen will be licking his lips, Alishan. Must be itching to come out and bat on this track. He's seen how Irfan has been striking it. He'll know that there's runs to be made here.
Yeah, I think 76 hybrid. They need to score somewhere around 140, 150. Spades Real Estate are a star-studded batting lineup, and it's going to be an interesting match here. 7 gone, 83 for 1. Right then, that's the signal by the umpire, and it's going to be the floating power play. Excellent move by 76 hybrid. Both the batters are now well settled, and no surprises. The captain has gone to his experienced bowler. It's going to be Rohan Mustafa, the only bowler who has been able to pick up a wicket in this innings.
It was expensive, gave away 13 runs, but There was a drop chance in that as well. So certainly the right move, bringing himself on and wanting to bowl the floating power play over. Right then, 83 for 1. How many can 7 District get off this floating power play over? Full, picked up, down the ground. Syed Haider Wasisha starts off this over with a 6.
Oh, what a brilliant shot. Right on the money. It was in his zone. And Rohan Mustafa, not a good start. Excellent bat speed by the batter here.
I thought he might resort to his off spin, which he does bowl, given how Rahul Bhatia was bowling in the previous over, but he has gone with seam up. Oh, that was there to be hit. He got away with that one, Rohan Mustafa. Got there, Syed Haider Wasisha, but just didn't make a connection to go over fine leg.
Yeah, the idea was right here by Syed, considering the fine leg is in the circle. Just couldn't get any connection. Once again, just a single here and getting Mohammad Irfan back on strike.
I think he almost knew that Rohan Mustafa is going to drop it short because the first one was full and got hit away for a 6. I think he knew Rohan Mustafa was going to pull the length back, and that's why he wanted to try and exploit that boundary behind fine leg, but a good comeback nevertheless from Rohan after getting hit for that 6. Just a dot ball at a single. Now then, Irfan on strike. Where does he bowl to him? I'm sure Rohan is going to try and go on that outside off stump Yorker. But Mohammad Irfan has different plans. Wow, that is the most stylish shot this evening.
Well, half a dozen more here. And not quite as far, but it was effective. Terrific shot. So pleasing to the eye when Mohammad Irfan gets going. And he's playing a gem of an innings for his team. Just 4 runs shy to reach the 100 mark here, 7 Districts hybrid.
He hit a few sixes, Mohammad Irfan. This was the first one that's on the offside, going over long off. Using the length of the bowler, using the line of the bowler. Straight back to the bowler this time. Is that a wicket? Mohammad Irfan, yes. Looking to repeat that shot, but he couldn't really time it, and an easy catch for Rohan Mustafa. So once again, the skipper provides the breakthrough.
Excellent delivery. Bowling it fuller, not letting the batter free his arms, and a simple cotton bowl. Look at that celebration where Mohammad Irfan has already done the damage and has put his team into a great position here. He has to go back after scoring a brisk knock of 57 in just 29 deliveries. The score now stands at 96 for 2. In comes the captain. It's going to be Mohammad Saghir Khan. What a tournament he's having. Short delivery and straight away he's pumped that towards mid-wicket and has gone for a maximum. So what a way to finish the 8th over. An expensive over. 3 maximums in this over. Short delivery by Rohan.
He wanted him to play that shot anyway. Thought he might be able to get that fielder down at mid-wicket interested, but it's gone a long way. Mohammad Saghir Khan opens his account with a maximum. What a way to start. The 100 comes up for 7 District hybrid. 8 overs done. There's 2 more to go. The projected score is 128.
Right then in the penultimate over, and Mohammad Saghir faced his first ball and has deposited it for a maximum. Well, how many times have we seen that him doing it in this tournament? Straight away creating an impact, and it's going to be the experience of Akif Raja. Has been introduced in the penultimate over. And I think it's a good move considering both the batters are well settled.
And he starts off with a brilliant first ball. They're asking a question. May have been some noise, but yeah, Akif Raja, almost a second thought with that appeal. But yeah, you need all that experience bowling at this stage of the game, and Akif Raja carries bags of that experience. He'll know exactly what to do in this occasion, in these last 2 overs.
Yeah, he's a very smart bowler. And we've seen that him doing it in this tournament. Comes around the wicket and fires those Yorkers on the offside channel. Makes it difficult for the batters to free their arms.
And it's a difficult angle, isn't it? When you're coming around the wicket and going across the right-hander. As a right-handed batter, you feel like you can go leg side because the ball is coming from that angle, but it's constantly going away from you. So you also want to try and open up the offside. So the idea is very nice from Akif Raja, but he'll have to execute well. If he's too straight or too leg side-ish, then there will be some punishment. And 2 very good batters on strike, mind you.
Yeah, Akif Raja, he'll have to be a little careful here. He's trying to bowl those Yorkers, firing it in the offside channel. It just turns out to be full tosses at times. And a false start here by Akif.
Yeah, I think that was a bit more deliberate. Just trying to predict what Mohammad Saghir Khan will do there. I love the progress that Saghir Khan has made with this team. He came in as a youngster in the 7 district hybrid team, was finding his feet, was always touted to be a genuine all-rounder. Then through performances, he's come up the ranks and now he's the captain of the team. So really good to see youngsters progressing in these tournaments and making a name for themselves. Oh, that was a length delivery there to be hit, but he slowed it down, Akif Raja. And that's why he was through the shot too early, Saghir Khan. Eventually, it'll only be a leg by. Good penultimate over this so far.
Well, Mohammad Saghir Khan, I think he's missed out on an opportunity there. It was there to be hit, and he was absolutely gutted with himself. But nonetheless, it's Syed Haider Wasi Shah who's come back on stride, and Akif Raja is bowling a terrific penultimate over, given away just at the 2 runs as of now. So smart bowling here.
Not much of a change in the field, just some fine tuning. This has gone high. There is a fielder getting under it, and he's taken it well. So Akif Raja bowling some smart lines, bowling with experience, picks up the important wicket of Syed Haider Wasi Shah.
Well, this is where the experience comes into play of Akif Raja. Bowled an excellent slower delivery and a terrific take by Mohsin. It was up in the air for a very long time. And Syed Haider Wasi Shah, he's done a great job once again for his team. 28 in just 17 deliveries. 104 for 3. In comes the new man. It's going to be Almas Ayub, another very hard hitter of the cricket ball, and he's got 8 more deliveries to face. What a terrific over. Look at those figures of Akif Raja. He's given away just the 6 runs in the 10 deliveries he's bowled.
Solid stuff. This is why he's so highly rated as an experienced fast bowler. But here's another man that's highly rated, Hafiz Almas. He hits them very, very hard. And he's hit the first one out of the park. A 6 to open the account. Not the first time we're seeing this tonight.
Well, for a moment I thought it's coming straight into our commentary box. It was miles up in the air, and what a terrific shot once again. And ducking for cover was our match referee Iftikhar Ali.
And effortless, wasn't it? Just a swing of the bat, and look at how far that's gone. That's the power of that man, Hafiz Almas. Last ball of the over. Can he get out of it without further damage? Slower delivery into the pitch. He's looked to power that, but it's gone straight to mid-wicket, and they'll only get a single. Hafiz Almas will keep strike. 1 over remaining. It's Nelson on the board. 111 for 3.
Last over of this first innings, and Spades Real Estate, they've done a magnificent job. They've pulled things back here and have restricted 7 districts to 111. Last over, Ehtasam is going to be operating. Wayward start and an easy decision for the umpire, starting off with a wide.
Yeah, they'll try and now minimize the damage in this last over. 112 for 3 is what they've got. 7 District Hybrid will be looking to try and get as many as they can, finish on a high. Two relatively new batters on the crease, although both of them have opened their account with a maximum, so they have what it takes to finish on a high. And Hafiz Almas, as long as he's out there, there's very much a possibility of getting a 20-plus run over. Oh, that might just be called a wide. Yes, it is. It was just down the leg side. And another extra run. So yet to start this last over.
Yeah, struggling with his line here. The idea is right by Ehtasam. He's trying to bowl those short deliveries. And we've seen in this tournament, it does tend to hold up in the surface at times, but just not getting the direction right. Spraying it towards the leg side and another wide in this over. So pressure here straight away on Ehtasam. Oh, he was in the zone, and Almas, he has missed out an opportunity.
Yeah, much needed dot ball. Spades Real Estate will need to finish on a positive note here. They have been taken apart by Irfan and Syed Haider Wasi Shah. Now, momentum is very, very important in this format. If they can finish with a quiet over, more importantly with a wicket as well, then into that break, they'll have the upper hand in terms of a psychological advantage. And that matters a lot in these formats, in these long tournaments.
Short delivery, and he has absolutely bludgeoned it. That has come right off the middle of the bat, but it's been taken in the deep. For a moment, we thought that is going out of the park, but an excellent take in the deep by the fielder.
Not out of the park. I thought he's middled it so well that was going to Ajman. But Alishan Sharafu was stationed at the exact spot, and what a take. Judged it to perfection. Never easy judging that white ball in the night sky. But Hafiz Almas, well, he didn't time it too well, and yet it went that far. 7 off 4, short stay on the crease. He'll walk back, and Ehtasam picks up the 4th wicket of 7 District Hybrid, 113 for 4.
Well, after a shaky start by Ehtasam, he has picked up a huge wicket in the context of play. It's Almas Ayub, the hard hitter. We can know what damage he can do. Oh, that has been absolutely smoked out of the park. Has he middled that or what?
Well, Dubai is a city of trends, and 7 District Hybrid are setting a trend here of getting off the mark with the maximum. Full toss, juicy one, and, well, even I would have hit that for a 6.
Yeah, it was a juicy full toss, and Christmas is far away, but he's given him a gift already. So how much can they score in these last 3 deliveries? 119 is what they've managed to get. I'm not too sure if that is enough, considering Spades Real Estate, they've got a solid batting lineup. They've got Ruan Mustafa, Ali Shan Sharfu, Umair Ali. So this is going to be an interesting battle.
Yeah, no target is going to be enough, that's for sure. Short again, pulled away with a lot of might. And won't really go too far, will only be a single. Well, this is like all the predators are out there in terms of the batters, the T-Rex, the... I don't know other dinosaur names, I'm sorry, I'm running out of names, but this is like Jurassic Park Part 5. All the big names, the big predators out there trying to go against each other. And I'm telling you, even 140 here, they won't get to it, but with the kind of batting that Spades Real Estate has, 7 District Hybrid will feel that it's not going to be enough. They'll have to bowl well. They've done the batting. Now it's up to their bowlers. Flat down the ground again. Will only be a single. They're coming back for the second, in fact. This is good stuff. Ran the first one harder. They knew that the fielder might take some time to get to it, and they came back for the second.
Well, this is excellent game awareness shown by both the batters, and terrific communication and coordination between the two batters. One last delivery. Well, how many times have we seen in this innings a batter coming in and right away hitting a six on the first delivery? And that is exactly what Nabil Arshad did in this over.
Yeah, they are setting a trend, as I told you, and that trend might just continue with Spades Real Estate still to bat. We've got someone like Alishan Sharafu. That's someone I'm looking forward to see batting. He's someone who can take attacks apart in a matter of few overs. Right then, last ball of the over, 122 for 4. Short. Don't think he's timed it. The fielder will take a comfortable catch. Shahrukh Sheikh, he's been good in the field, and he quite fittingly will take the final catch, and that'll be wicket number 5 of 7 District Hybrid. They make 122.
Well, this is some really smart bowling by Spades Real Estate, and UAE 7 Districts have played out their 10 overs and have managed to score 122 for the loss of 5, and 123 is what Spades Real Estate would need when they come out to bat in a short while. What we'll have to see now, it's going to be the bowlers of 7 District Hybrid versus the batters of Real Estate. Let's have a look at the scorecard, and Mohammad Irfan once again not disappointing. 57 in just 29 with 6 maximums. That is terrific. Saeed Haider Wasisha also playing a good knock of 28 and hitting 3 maximums, and just the 8 extras were given. And that's the bowling card for you, and a total of 6 bowlers were used, and Akif Raja was the pick of the bowlers. 2 overs, 5 dot deliveries, and gave away 13 runs, picking up a wicket. Rohan Mustafa, well, he's gone for plenty of runs, but has also picked up 2 wickets. Ihtisam bowling that lovely last over, giving away 19 runs and picked up 2 quality wickets. And then that's the highlights for you. And Rohan Mustafa starting off proceedings, and Mohammad Irfan was severe on him. And Zainullah also looked very promising in the start, but just got the better of Rohan Mustafa. And that was up in the air, an easy take. And that was the first wicket down. Zainullah had to depart. And then it was Salim, the leg spinner. Well, couldn't really get his line and lengths going in his favor, and bowled in the wrong areas. And the batters were severe on him. Rahul Bhatia then came in, bowled 1 over, and was taken for cleaners. And then Rohan Mustafa coming back into the attack. And look at that. There was a brilliant catch. A great comeback from Spades Real Estate. And that is where the downfall started. They were looking for runs, but just started finding the fielders every time they tried to hit a big shot. So this is some excellent batting display from 7 Districts Hybrid and Spades Real Estate. Well, they've been simply brilliant with their fielding, and the bowling department have come out all guns blazing. And that was the last wicket by Ihtisam. Bowled a brilliant over. And Ihtisam bowling the last over, giving away hardly any runs. And Shahrukh Sheikh there taking a simple catch. Right then, we'll just dive into a short break. And once we are back, we'll be live with the chase. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers, and we are all set for this important chase. It is the clash of the titans. The table toppers, 7 District Hybrid, are taking on Spades Real Estate. And 7 District Hybrid, they won the toss and they decided to bat first, and they've scored 122 for the loss of 5 wickets in their allotted 10 overs. I'm not too sure if this score is going to be enough, considering Spades Real Estate are packed with a lot of power hitters in their team. And speak about Alishan Sharfu, what a phenomenal tournament he's having. He's in some tremendous form, and the moment he walks in, it just starts going after the bowlers and makes it very difficult for them to settle down. Yeah, to no surprise, it is the man, it's the big show. Alishan Sharfu is on your screen, and alongside him is going to be Shahrukh Sheikh to open the innings. Couldn't really get going in this tournament, but he has a perfect opportunity to score some runs for his team. But it's not going to be easy, this chase. 7 District Hybrid, mind you, they've got some quality bowlers in their lineup. And we've seen them restricting the opponents on low scores in this tournament. So it's going to be an interesting battle. And Alishan Sharfu, you'll have to be very precise with your line and lengths. You can't be bowling him any freebies, short deliveries, fuller. You have to be bowling in perfect line and lengths and challenge the might of this man, Alishan Sharfu. I think it's going to be Awais Ahmed today to be starting off proceeding. Farhan, who has been one of their strike bowlers, is not playing today, is resting. Rightfully so. 7 District Hybrid are at the number 1 position in this tournament. They've managed to win 7 games and they've just lost 1. Shows the consistency when it comes to winning the games. Right, then we're just seconds away for this important run chase, and it's going to be Awais Ahmed to start off proceedings. Watch out for those deadly in-swingers. He is a tremendous find and promises to be an excellent prospect for the future. Right then, we're all set. And it's going to be Awais to be starting off proceedings, bowling to the lights of Alishan Sharfu. Here we go, ball number 1. Short delivery. And straight away banging in short here, Awais Ahmed. Well, how many times have we seen him bowling in those perfect areas? Does tend to bring the ball in towards the right-handers and also has the ability to take it away from the right-handers, and that is what makes him a very special talent. Well, his services will be required today. He has to pick up early wickets and apply that extra pressure on Spades Real Estate. Once again, short delivery, and that is a gift to Alishan Sharfu. Out of the park, and what a way to open your account. Alishan Sharfu straight away announcing himself. Not a good delivery, just being a bit predictable here, Awais. Wanting it way too short, and with the likes of Alishan Sharfu, he's not going to miss out on that. This is a very good wicket to bat on. There's hardly any demons whatsoever. The balls comes onto the bat really nicely. So Awais Ahmed will have to find his length here. He's going too short against Alishan Sharfu. Needs to just pitch the ball a little bit more further. Oh, what a shot. Tremendous. Nicely picked up by Alishan. And it's going to be another talented batter. It's going to be Shahrukh Sheikh. Hard hitter of a cricket ball. Likes to place free-flowing strokes. And they need to capitalize this power play, Spades Real Estate. They've got plenty of batting. And it's a good start here. Straight away, Alishan Sharfu showing his class and making intentions very clear. Sending a message to the opponents. He's going to take the bowlers down. That is a much better delivery, right in that perfect teasing area length. And Shahrukh Sheikh just trying to take him down towards long on, but just not getting any connection whatsoever. I think Spades Real Estate, they've done a phenomenal job. At one point, it looked like 7 district hybrid were about to reach some. Sharfu is looking dangerous in the middle. Perfect delivery. This is an excellent comeback by the youngster Awais, closing out the over with a dot delivery. First over done, 8 for no loss. Good start here by Team 7 District Hybrid. Just the 8 runs coming in the first over. They would want to cash on in this power play and try to play those big shots. And Almas Ayub is the new bowler. Going to share the new ball alongside Awais Ahmed. So he'll have to be very consistent with his line and lengths. You can't be really giving away any width to these batters. Played a handy knock when he came in the first innings, Almas Ayub. That's up in the air. Fielder circling underneath. And that's the first wicket. There is Shahrukh Sheikh, who has to depart, trying to take down Almas on his first delivery. And in the process has lost his wicket. So an excellent start here by Team 7 District Hybrid, announcing themselves. And they've picked up a big wicket in the form of Shahrukh Sheikh, and have a look at that celebration. Terrific catch. And a sorry departure for Shahrukh. Couldn't really get going and has to go back after scoring just 1 in 3 deliveries. 8 for 1. Right then, in comes the new man. It's going to be Rohan Mustafa. He was taken down to the cleaners early on in the first innings, but did pick up wickets for his team. But now he's got a huge responsibility, and it's going to be with the bat. Another tremendous striker of the ball has come to bat in the power play. Usually we do see him come to open alongside Alishan Sharfu, but has been given a new role today. Comes to bat at number 3 position. So the required run rate is 13 per over. It's not going to be easy. Almas pulling a beautiful first delivery. Oh, beautiful delivery here by Almas, cutting Rohan Mustafa in half. And that ball just jagged in and came really sharply, just hurrying on to the batter and completely took Rohan Mustafa by surprise. Yes, so we can see Almas, he's getting some movement off the wicket. And we've seen that throughout the tournament. With the new ball, if you ball in the right areas, you do get some purchase and movement from the surface. Rohan Mustafa is one of those batters. He won't poke down, play those big shots. That is the nature of his gameplay. Oh, up in the air, thick outside edge, and that's going towards the boundary. And that's going to help the cause. Not where he intended to play, but it's going to help him get off the mark with a streaky boundary towards the third man. He'll throw everything on it. That is the way Rohan Mustafa plays. This is the destructive pair in the middle. You need to see their back as quickly as you can, otherwise they've got the ability to just completely take the game away from the opponents in a jiffy. Good comeback. Bowling in the right length and asking questions for Rohan Mustafa. We haven't really seen him middling the ball since the time he's come in. It's too early. Just played 3 deliveries, but getting off the mark with a streaky shot. And this was the much awaited game. The clash of the table toppers. Both the teams have lost just 1 game. Have played some magnificent cricket. Up in the air and going towards for another boundary in this over. So Rohan Mustafa announcing himself. Not a very good delivery by Almas. Picked up the slower delivery, and Rohan Mustafa just placing that towards the cover to perfection for yet another boundary. There wasn't a bad delivery by Almas Ayub whatsoever, trying to bowl a slower delivery, getting those variations going in his favour. It's just that he gave away a lot of width and bowled it too fuller, and that made it very easy for someone with the class of Rohan Mustafa. He's not going to miss out on those. Short delivery and carved away beautifully for another boundary. So what an eventful power play. We had a wicket in this over and 3 boundaries coming from the blade of Rohan Mustafa. 2 overs gone, 20 for 1. Excellent shot here by Rohan Mustafa. He's been simply brilliant. Alishan Sharfu stranded on the other end. 2 overs gone, 20 for 1. Right then, that is a very good move by Spades Real Estate, considering they've got their 2 top quality batters in the middle and they would want to just cash on in this over and put the extra pressure, apply the extra pressure on 7 District Hybrid. This is promising to be an absolute blockbuster here. Spades Real Estate versus 7 District Hybrid. A much awaited game, and it's going to be the experience of Awais Ahmed. He's going to bowl out his quota of 2 overs, and I think it's a good move here considering Awais. He's got excellent variations and some tricks under his sleeve. Oh, beautifully bowled, and for a moment deceiving Alishan Sharfu. Will be cut out by the fielder in the deep, resulting 3 runs taken. So excellent bit of coordination shown between the batters.
Yeah, 2 of the most destructive batters out there. If there's anyone that can get Spades Real Estate to close to that target, it's going to be these 2 who'll have to do the bulk of the scoring. Rohan Mustafa, we all know, comes with the reputation, and Alishan Sharafu lately has been tonking the ball to all parts in rich form. Was brilliant in the ILT20, got big runs in the series, in the recent D series that were held. So 2 men who can really change the game in a matter of balls, not even overs. Destructive. Awais Ahmed will have to be absolutely accurate, and like you said, those variations will be key. Oh, cut away very firmly, and that's gone all the way for a 6. Sana Jayasuriya, hello there.
Oh, what a terrific shot. That is from Rohan Mustafa. Short delivery, not the ideal length, and beautifully carved away for a maximum. That has gone in no time. So not a very good start by Awais Ahmed. He's already conceded 9 runs in the floating power play. What a great move here by the Spades Real Estate team, getting this power play in their favour.
Playing that a little too early. Was trying to really force that through the offside. It took some time to get to him. Awais Ahmed, I thought he got away with that one. Yes, there was a bit of extra bounce on that as well. So Rohan Mustafa was slightly surprised by that one. But yeah, not bad conceding a dot ball after getting hit for a 6. 3 balls left in this over. Required run rate is well over 12 runs per over. But the way these 2 are going, they can bring that down very quickly.
Short delivery once again and cut away. And will get a single comfortably. So good comeback here by Awais Ahmed after being hit for a maximum.
Yeah, he's persisting on that shorter length, just outside off, but he's trying to be closer to the body of Rohan Mustafa. Doesn't want to offer him too much width. Maybe trying to challenge him to try and pull him to the leg side, but Rohan Mustafa, well, he's played so much cricket, he'll know exactly what Awais Ahmed is thinking in terms of his planning.
Yeah, he'll have to be spot on, Awais Ahmed. You can't be giving any room, any width whatsoever to any of these batters. They're going to hammer you down. And it's an excellent wicket to bat on. No demons as of such in this wicket. Last two deliveries. Oh, nearly getting a wicket here. And that was so close. Agonizingly close to that off stump here.
Yeah, he saw the fuller delivery. Alishan Sharafu, his eyes lit up, thought he could go downtown. It was a little too full. Almost could have converted it into a full toss. And that swing back in the natural angle of the left-handed, of the left arm of Awais Ahmed, bringing that ball back in slightly. But yeah, after conceding that 6, he's bowled well, but he's got one more delivery left. 7 District will be desperate for him to try and pick up a wicket here. That should really bring them back into the game, although still it is even Stevens. No game, no team having the upper hand. Oh, slower, but still onto the pads, and Alishan Sharafu wasn't in control of that one. Probably got the inside part of the bat, but still, because it was hit so hard, it's run away to the boundary.
Well, Awais Ahmed, he'll be feeling a bit unlucky. It was a good delivery, and Alishan Sharafu getting a thick outside edge and has gone for a boundary. 3 overs gone, 34 for 1. Right then, the captain has opted himself to come into the attack. Not a bad move at all. Terrific all-rounder. Was severe with the bat early on in the first innings, and now he's got a job with the ball. Short delivery to start off with, and Rohan Mustafa not getting any connection whatsoever. Will scamper for a single, bringing the dynamite batter Alishan Sharafu back on strike.
That should be a good battle, this. The skipper Muhammad Saghir Khan, all-rounder, bringing himself on, taking the responsibility. And I think 7 District Hybrid have to create early impact. They can't let these two bat for too long. The moment they spend some time, these two out there, then it will become all too easy. They're very aggressive cricketers. They are big strikers of the ball. The longer they bat, the more difficult the job becomes for 7 District Hybrid. Oh, nicely bowled. Got to him very quickly and getting that extra bounce as well. And the singles, well, that's not a problem at all. It's the boundaries that they want to block off and concede as less as possible.
Yeah, they'll need one big over from here onwards, and the match will completely go in the favour for Spades Real Estate, considering they've just lost 1 wicket and still plenty of batting to come after this. Well, rightly said, Samir, it's going to be an interesting battle between Mohammad Saghir and Rohan Mustafa. Both know each other really, really well. Excellent delivery, completely deceiving on that occasion.
Yeah, this is the one thing that we didn't see, obviously, from the bowling of Spades Real Estate. That is, there weren't too many variations. There was a lot of medium pace. There was a lot of spin that was just being bowled there. But 7 District Hybrid, very early on in the innings, they're bringing in those variations. And because they've batted first, they also have a feeling, have an idea of what this pitch is doing.
Yeah, absolutely, completely agree with you, Samir. And considering it's a true wicket, the ball really comes onto the bat nicely. So you need to rely on your variations just like that. Once again, rolling his wrists over and asking a lot of questions to Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, no, that's what you do in this format. You create those dot balls, frustrate the batter, especially someone like Rohan Mustafa. When he doesn't feel bat on ball for a couple of deliveries, you almost see that shot in anger, shot in error coming up now. That's what 7 District Hybrid will have to be careful. They've bowled 2 good balls. Now don't give it away. Don't let him cut loose with the boundary. This is a very important ball coming up from Saghir Khan.
Yeah, something's got to give here. Oh, perfect delivery right in the block hole and not letting Rohan Mustafa free his arm. So this is a terrific over. Just the 3 runs and captain leading from the front.
Yeah, super stuff. Frustrating the batter, not letting him get under you. Bowling those variations, couple of length deliveries, then a Yorker on the feet. Rohan Mustafa didn't have too many answers. Now a quick chat between the two batters. Number 7 of Alishan Sharafu. He's got 15 of 8. He'll be thinking he needs a boundary in this ball. Otherwise, that required run rate will jump over 14 runs per over required. Now, with scoreboard pressure, that's not going to be easy. Very good variation once again. So you saw the entire repertoire of bowling of Mohammad Saghir Khan. There were the length deliveries, there were the slow ones, the full Yorker, and then the last one was a short bouncer to Alishan Sharafu. Excellent from the skipper, 37 for 1.
Right, then the match is pretty much hanging in the balance. This one promises to go down to the wire, and a much awaited game, the clash of the table toppers. 86 is what is required in the last 6 deliveries. The run rate is creeping over by over, and it's going to be Mohammad Irfan. Another experienced bowler, terrific start, completely deceiving Rohan, and Rohan, I think he's struggling in the middle here, Samir.
Yeah, I think this is a brilliant spell, brilliant phase of the game for 7 District Hybrid. This is where this pressure that they've created is going to result in something. Either Rohan Mustafa is going to perish trying to go for a big shot, or you might just see him unleashing the beast. Something's got to give here. He's been frustrated for the last couple of overs. Short and slow. He did manage to hit that quite hard. Nice effort. But unfortunately, he can't keep it inside the field. A boundary, a much needed one for Spades Real Estate.
Well, breaking the shackles here, Rohan. It was a good delivery. Slower bouncer ball holding up into the wicket. But Rohan, he's got plenty of bat on that and excellent effort in the deep. But just couldn't stop the ball going towards the boundary.
Now you see them using their variations at full scale here, 7 District Hybrid. Both their fast bowlers. Initially it was Saghir and Awais. Now Irfan bringing on those changes. Oh, that's too far outside off. Rohan Mustafa was looking to come down the track just to try and put off the bowler, and they've managed to get an extra run as well. So a couple of extras on that occasion. Mohammad Irfan trying all sorts of things out there.
And one thing is clear, that 7 District Hybrid, they've come out with a plan. They're not bowling in those one trajectories and not being predictable at all. We've seen consistently the bowlers are just varying their pace, bowling those off cutters, bowling those odd bouncers, bowling those excellent block holes. So they're doing a magnificent job as of now. It's not getting any easier for Spades Real Estate.
Full and driven. Oh, the one-handed effort there. Maybe got some hand to it, and that's why it didn't run away to the boundary. However, they'll manage to cross over for a couple of runs. Again, they won't mind this at all. Get all the 1s and 2s you want, Spades Real Estate. 7 District Hybrid. Well, they need 2 things. One, to break this partnership, and the other, not give away easy boundaries.
Absolutely. And on the other end, I think Spades Real Estate, they're not going to be too much worried, considering Alishan Sharafu is still in the middle. And that is up in the air. And very lucky for Alishan. A bit of a hesitation in the middle, but they will scamper back for another second.
Well, he's surely extremely lucky to be out there. Didn't time that at all. That sliced off the bat. Lucky for him. Neither of the fielders, one was running backwards, the other was coming forward. Fell exactly in between them. And these are the moments that need to go your way. Because if you give opportunities and chances to someone like Alishan and even Rohan Mustafa, then you might just pay a heavy price. Although right now, 7 District are doing a fine job in defending this total that they've put up. Full and straight, over the fielder, into the fence. And Alishan Sharafu finally breaks the shackle, brings up the team 50 with that 6.
What a wonderful shot that is. It was in his area and never tried to hit it hard. It's just a sublime timing of this man. And that has gone towards the boundary no time. So an expensive over coming in from Irfan and a much important over for Spades Real Estate, getting a lot of runs in this over.
Yeah, undoing all the pressure that was created by Saghir Khan in the previous over. Irfan is being taken apart. Slower outside the off stump this time. He's again sliced it. Didn't really power it so much. And another couple of runs. So 18 of this Irfan over. Good one for Spades Real Estate. It's 55 for 1 after 5. 68 required in the next 5 overs.
Right then, 5 overs done and dusted, and Spades Real Estate have managed to score 55. In the process, they've lost just 1 wicket, and that too of Shahrukh Sheikh early on, had to depart. But now both the batters are well settled. Alishan Sharafu for 27 in just 13. And on the other end, Rohan Mustafa started off brilliantly, but just struggled facing those slower deliveries. Well, the match is hanging pretty much in balance now. The pendulum could swing either way. Spades Real Estate, they need 1 big over, and on the other end, 7 District Hybrid would love to start picking up wickets from here onwards. And it's going to be Aftab Javed. The first time we're going to witness spin.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not Wahab Hassan, the more regular left-arm spinner of theirs. Now just being reminded that he's not in the 11, so my bad there. That's why they've gone with Aftab Javed, the other left-arm spinner that they have. He's going to start off now in the 6th over of the game. So like you said, the game does hang in the balance. Neither side will claim that they are on the stronger position. Now these 5 overs promise to be a cliffhanger. Both of them very much capable of still winning this. I would say maybe a 5% advantage to Spades because they've got the wickets in hand.
Yeah, they've got some strong hitters to come after this. Rohan Mustafa slashing it beautifully. And that's going towards the boundary, but the slow outfield will help the ball to slow down before the batter will scamper for a second.
Yeah, he's been trying to go on the top on the offside a few times now. Hasn't really connected too well. The bowlers have done well to try and keep him there. They don't want to bowl too straight or too much onto his leg side because we all know how strong he is. They've certainly done their homework, 7 District Hybrid. Bowling it across him outside the off stump.
Nicely played towards long off single. So singles and doubles are not going to harm 7 Districts Hybrid whatsoever. Oh, that is not good stuff. This is exactly what you don't want. Release any pressure from the batters of Spades Real Estate.
Yeah, one of the better fielders in the team, said Heather Rossi Shah, generally a bullet with his throws. Just got it horribly wrong on that occasion. Gave away an extra 1 run. Now then 64 from 28. It's getting difficult now. The required run rate keeps climbing with every non-boundary ball. Fuller and quicker. Rohan Mustafa can only push this down towards long off. So they're a bit more cautious there of this throw. Will only be a single.
This is going to be an interesting battle here. Left arm ortho bowling to Alishan Sharfu. And he's just played 13 deliveries since he's walked in. So hasn't really gotten any strike going in his favour. Now he will be playing Aftab Javed here. Just a false start here by the bowler. He just needs to bowl in the perfect line and lengths here. Can't really let Alishan Sharfu free his arms. Loves to play down the ground and will target towards the mid wicket as well. So just needs to be a little careful. Aftab bowl in the perfect length, not give anything fuller. Short delivery and has pumped that towards long off. So just a single. This is turning out to be a good over for 7 district hybrid.
Yeah, they seem to have worked out their plans to both batters. They don't want to go too full to Alishan Sharfu. They are dragging the length back but being quicker. And to Rohan Mustafa, they're peppering him outside the off stump. So this plan is certainly in place. Unfortunately for them, it hasn't translated into a wicket yet. And that's what they'll want badly. Once again, saw him coming down, pushed it through quicker. Very well done, Aftab Javed. Just 6 runs off this over. What a brilliant 6th over he's bowling.
Well, this is tremendous stuff we're witnessing by the youngster Aftab, considering he's bowling to 2 set batters, and that to Alishan Sharfu and Rohan Mustafa. So he's done a magnificent job for his team. One last delivery. That's been crashed down the ground and it's gone for a maximum.
Well, that's Rohan Mustafa saying enough is enough. I can't be bogged down anymore. That was in his slot and he sent that back at express pace, hitting the side screen. That'll be a maximum to end the over. 6 overs done. It's 67 for 1.
Last 4 overs and 56 is what is required. Pretty much achievable in the shortest format. It's the I10 here in the ICCA Academy, and this has already turned out to be a blockbuster. It's going down to the wire. Anybody's game from here onwards, and it's the captain to continue, introduce himself in the attack. Not a good start, and oh, they've taken a single. It's a great game awareness shown by Rohan Mustafa. Saw an opportunity and have taken a single.
Yeah, he bowled a very good first over, Muhammad Saghir Khan. But on this occasion, coming back for his second, bowling a little too wide for Man there. Shy at the stumps, I think Alishan had made it quite comfortably. Yeah, just made it in, so it'll be 2 extras. Now that equation comes down to 54 required in the last 4 overs. Very much possible with these 2 on strike. All it takes is 1 good over of 15-16 runs, and then suddenly the pressure is back on the bowling team. They need to pick up wickets. They need to break this partnership 7 district hybrid.
Well, it's not going to be easy from here onwards, considering it's the captain Mohammad Saghir. He's given just the 5 runs in his, I beg your pardon, 4 runs in his over. All out appeal, but turned down by the umpire. It was going down towards the leg side. An easy decision.
Yeah, there was a full toss. Got away with that one. Saghir Khan. Rohan Mustafa will know that he's missed out. Could have easily flicked that towards the leg side. He was looking to hit really hard. In the process, couldn't really connect too well. Was a leg bye. Now then, just 3 runs off the first legal delivery. He's got 5 more to go. This is a very important over in the context of the game. The captain running in. Oh, very well bowled. Again, he was shaping up to play on the offside, but it was a low full toss. Alishan Sharfu missing out on that one as well.
It's some very smart bowling here by the captain Mohammad Saghir, getting the ball to land in that perfect block hole delivery. And not easy. How do you play those? It's looking quite difficult from here onwards. A match is pretty much hanging in the balance. 1 wicket is what they would want from here onwards, 7 district hybrid. Oh, banging in short and scamper a single, so they won't mind the singles and doubles. And the captain is doing a terrific job here.
Yeah, that shot from Alishan Sharaf who really summarizes his stay out there. Yes, he's made 30 of 17, however, rather 29 of 16. But it's just not looked his typical self. Normally you see him coming and playing off the middle of the bat, striking it cleanly, but I think 7 District's variations have been fantastic. They've kept him guessing and he just hasn't been able to play his natural aggressive game.
Short delivery once again, not getting any connection whatsoever, and will settle just for a single. So credit needs to be given to the bowlers here of 7 district hybrid. They're making life very difficult for the batters, and clearly you can see now the frustration is shown on the faces of both the batters.
Yeah, and fatigue as well. You can see Alishan Sharaf profusely sweating, breathing very heavily. It's not easy out there. Very humid conditions. We're in the peak of summer here in Dubai. We've seen quite a few cases of cricketers falling sick as well. So never easy to be out there batting, especially after fielding 10 overs as well. Oh, this is high. Has he gone the distance? The fielder will watch it sail over him. And finally, Alishan Sharafu gets one off the middle of the bat.
Well, a much required maximum coming in Mohammad Saghir, the captain's over. Fuller delivery, and Alishan Sharfu, he's not going to miss out on those. Man on a mission, and that has come straight out of the screws. Much required maximum. 45 is what they need in 19 deliveries. Which way is this game going, Samir?
That was probably the one bad ball that Saghir Khan has bowled. It was in the slot, and normally Alishan Sharafu doesn't miss out when you offer it to him. This one's Fuller again. All he can do is power that towards long off. Will be taking a single and keeping strike. Alishan. 3 overs left, 44 required. This is turning out to be a down to the wire game as it promised to be. 79 for 1.
Right then, last 3 overs and 44 is what is required. Desperate are 7 district hybrid. They need to break this partnership. Otherwise, Spades Real Estate, they are pretty much in the spot to win this game from here onwards, Samir.
Well, this is a big call. Mohammad Irfan was expensive, 18 runs in his first over. Now, this over could very well change the game if he goes for something similar. And Spades Real Estate will know. Alishan and Rohan will want to cash out in this over. Oh, well bowled. Alishan waited and waited for the ball to get to him. And he's asking for a short one. No chance, Alishan. That went past your chest. So, good ball. Very courageous to be bowling that shot, but he got away with it.
Yeah, that was a short delivery banged in, and an excellent decision by the umpire. So interesting move. The captain Saghir opting to go with Mohammad Irfan, considering he was pretty expensive in his first over. So this is going to be an interesting passage of play here.
Oh, this is super stuff. Really bowling it into the pitch. Alishan Sharafu, we know he likes space on the ball. And look at that. What has happened here? Rohan Mustafa was taking a walk. And Farman Ali, look at him. Look at the way he's celebrating. Let's have a look. This could be very interesting. Superb awareness from Farman Ali. He saw Rohan Mustafa walking, taking a walk. And then he's had a nice little throw. Reminds me of Johnny Bairstow in the Ashes a couple of years ago. That frame is not going to tell us what's happened. Yeah, they should give us a better idea.
Well, this is going to be very close. What an interesting passage of play here. And look at that. He was waiting. And where was Rohan Mustafa going? Look at that. Gloves on his hands. And he's thrown it right onto the stumps. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I think he's shot. And Rohan Mustafa is in a lot of trouble. And he's already walking back. What a turnaround to this game.
Well, this reminds me of the Johnny Bairstow incident. The question is, was the ball dead after Farman Ali picked up the ball and started walking? Rohan Mustafa, well, he's not going to argue. He's going to run out. 37 of 21, 2 sixes and 4 fours. And in the most unlikeliest of fashions, 7 district hybrid, pick up the 7 wickets. Second wicket, 79 for 2. Well, it was a moment of genius from Farman Ali to get rid of the dangerous Rohan Mustafa. Now they've got the wicket. We were talking about this over being a dangerous one. Mohammad Irfan, so far, a dot ball and a wicket. And a new man in, more importantly.
Well, dot balls are gold dust from here onwards. He's doing a tremendous job for his team, Mohammad Irfan. Short delivery once again. That is skied up in the air. And fielder coming underneath. Oh, he's dropped it. This could have been a huge moment in the game.
Well, he went for it himself, Mohammad Irfan. Didn't trust anyone else to try and get it, but unfortunately, couldn't get it himself. Could have been a brilliant finish this for him. Alishan Sharafu once again getting frustrated with that slow bouncer. Getting the top edge, but unfortunately, Irfan unable to get to it. But what an over this is turning out to be. Alishan Sharafu is a frustrated man out there. Just hasn't been able to connect well enough.
Very smart bowling here. He's banging in short. The ball is holding up in the wicket and coming way too slower towards the batters. And Mohsin Khan has found the fielder. So another wicket has gone down. What a tremendous comeback here by 7 District Hybrid.
Well, the spades are falling apart. This is superb analysis of the pitch and even better execution of the plans from 7 District Hybrid. Into the pitch, slow bounces, and that seems to be the way to go. Mohammad Irfan with a certain player of the match performance here. 50 with the bat, and now picking up an important wicket. Mohsin Khan goes for a duck, and Spades now in some real trouble. This match is slipping away from them. 80 for 3.
Oh, what a tremendous turnaround to this game. Look at those figures. Look at this over. Just 1 run coming off it and 2 wickets already in the 4 deliveries bowl. And in comes the Andre Russell of UAE. It is Umair Ali taking strike.
And more of the same from Mohammad Irfan. Umair Ali will ask for a wide, but so far, everything that Mohammad Irfan has done has been fantastic. Runs with the bat and now bowling superb lines, superb ideas and brilliant execution.
And hats off to the captain. He's shown a lot of trust and faith in his men. Mohammad Irfan was taken to cleaners in his first over. And now look at that. 1 run in the 5 deliveries with 2 wickets. How often do you see that, Sameer?
Well, you said it a few overs ago, Vesali. They've come out with a plan. And that plan has done wonders for them. They've assessed the pitch. They've done exactly what's required. Oh, it's taken in outside edge. Easy catch for Syed Haider. Wasisha. No, it's not him. In fact, it's been dropped by a youngster. Oh, that could have been 2 wickets for Mohammad Irfan. Got the outside edge, but it's been dropped.
Well, how costly could this prove? That was a regulation take. You can't be dropping these at this level of the game. 8 overs gone, 80 for 3. Well, the match is pretty much slipping away from Spades Real Estate. But let me tell you, Sameer, this match is not over by any means, considering it's Ali Shan Sharfu still in the middle. He came out to open and he's still there right till the end.
Yeah, those fluorescent pads stands between 7 District Hybrid winning this game and getting pole position in the tournament. Hafiz Almas bowling his second over and the penultimate one of the game. Oh, that's going to be a catch, but no, it goes over third man. Just misjudging that a little bit. I think it's the same fielder, Nabil, if I'm not wrong, who dropped the catch in the previous over. This has gone over him for a boundary.
Well, not where he intended to hit, but still getting 4 important runs to start off the over. Well, how many can they get in this over? And I think they're just being a bit predictable here. And that is one thing the batters, they need to notice and observe. We haven't really seen them giving any pace whatsoever.
One thing is knowing what's coming, but how do you play a shot to a ball like that that's sticking on the surface and coming so slowly? You've got to create a lot of power, generate a lot of power. And Alishan Sharafu has been out there very long. Hasn't timed this too well. 1 bounce to the fielder. Will only get a single.
Well, they're not giving any pace whatsoever to these batters, and they're making it very, very tough for them to get underneath and free their arms. The required run rate, look at that, it's creeping up to, it's almost 23 now, and it's looking quite dim and bleak from here onwards for Spades Real Estate. They need a big over. They need to capitalize on these 4 deliveries in this over.
Here's the question, Awais has bowled his 2 overs, Saghir Khan has bowled his 2 overs, Mohammad Irfan has bowled his 2 overs, Almas is bowling his second over. Who's going to bowl the last one? Cut away. And straight to the hands, and once again it's been dropped. Oh, 7 District Hybrid. You are losing grip of this game, even though it's well wrapped and given to you in your hands.
Well, this could be a huge moment in the game. That was right in his hands. An easy catch, and just spilled it. We'll have to wait and see how costly this could prove.
Zumair Ali with that shot, and that brings Alishan Sharafu back on strike. That single. They need these 3 deliveries to go to the boundary. Couple of sixers at least to try and bring down the required in the last over. That'll be a wide for sure. Too far outside off. Alishan Sharafu looking to stretch at that, but will let it go.
Yeah, that is going to help the cause. And the bowler just inquiring with the umpire. I'm not too sure if that is required. It was way too wide, and easy decision for the umpire. Let's have a look again. Yeah, that is a wide right call by the umpire.
Yeah, even though there was a shuffle from Alishan, he didn't shuffle too far across the off stump. I think he was well within his stumps. And Hafiz Almas looking to further stretch that wide line. Ends up giving an extra. Again, 3 important balls coming up. He needs to keep it to a minimum, Hafiz Almas. This is high. This time will they hold on to the catch? The fielder's getting under it. And he does hold on. Mohammad Irfan, who else but him? He dropped Alishan Sharafu once off his own bowling, but this time he'll hold on, and with that I think Spades Real Estate have just lost this game.
And what a turnaround to this game. An excellent take by Mohammad Irfan. Jubilant is the man. And it's Alishan Sharfu. Just couldn't get going today. Has managed to score 42 in 24 deliveries. Has to go back 87 for 4. Right then, now this is looking very tough here. 36 is what is required, and I think this match is pretty much done and dusted. And the new man walks in, it's going to be Ihtisam Siddiq. No time whatsoever. Straight away goes for a big shot. But I think he's found the fielder, and luckily not giving his wicket away.
Yeah, Sahir Khan there at mid-off, he knew the ball's going to go over him, so he straight away started running backwards. And of course, being aware that he'd rather save the boundary than going for the catch. That's what's required right now. Right then, 35 off 7. This is getting out of the hands for Spades Real Estate, unless, of course, Umair Ali just unleashes and plays one of those master innings. And this game is done and dusted for Spades. Good bowling from Halmas. He's picked up 2 wickets. Not time to well again. 1 bounce to the hands of long on. Will be just a single. Spades Real Estate required 29 in the last over. Rather, 34 in the last over, beg your pardon. It's 89 for 4.
Well, hats off to this team, 7 Districts Hybrid. They were playing against the mighty Spades Real Estate and have managed to keep things really tight here. And 34 is what is required, so they need 5 maximums and a boundary to win this game. I think that's pretty much out of picture. Swatted towards the mid-wicket. And I think that will be the game now. Mathematically, it's not going to be possible from here onwards for Spades Real Estate. And I think we need to give some credit to the captain here, Mohammad Sahir Khan. He's been simply exceptional with the rotation of his bowlers. Got the spinners at the right times, got the medium pacers, Mohammad Irfan. We saw him giving a lot of runs in the first over, but then came and completely changed the complexion of this game. So what a tournament are these youngsters of 7 District Hybrid are having. They've certainly come out with a plan. They've worked on their strategies and have kept things really tight. 91 is what Spades Real Estate could manage to score, and they've lost 4 wickets. An off day for Alishan Sharfu. Dances down the track, and that's going to be, another chance goes begging. It could have been a wicket for Aftab Javed, who's bowled brilliantly. And that's not the first time we're seeing this happen. Simple chances have gone down. Another one. So 3 singles coming in the last over. Ihtisham trying to go big. And all the batters, since they've come in, have been struggling. Couldn't get going. Not getting any connection or from the middle of the bat. They've made life difficult for these batters. Umair plays a big shot and another catch goes down. So it's the captain himself this time to be blamed. We are in the latter part of this tournament, and this is one department, 7 Districts Hybrid, they would want to work on. Dot delivery to finish off, and that will be the end of this game. What a tremendous performance from the youngsters of 7th District Hybrid. They've won by a big margin, 29 runs. That's definitely going to help their net run rate as well, and they will stay at the number 1 position in this tournament. Oh, it's been a fascinating encounter between two really good sides. It was the clash of the table toppers, 1 versus 2. But there you go, there's the man on the screen, Ahmad Sahir Khan. He's been simply brilliant with the rotation of his bowlers. And they've got the better of Team Spades Real Estate. Ehtisam Siddiq just couldn't get going today. Was simply brilliant with the ball early on, but came out to bat when there was a lot of work to be done. There you go, look at that. Champion side is 7th District Hybrid. They're having a phenomenal tournament led by this man on your screen, Mohammad Sahir Khan. Had no hesitations whatsoever, winning the toss and batting first, and they've posted a good target on this wicket and have restricted Spades Real Estate to a minor total. They couldn't really get going today. Ali Shan Sharfu, Rohan Mustafa, all of them struggled. Shahrukh Sheikh there leading the side. Literally just threw away his wicket, couldn't really get going. And 7th District Hybrid are on top. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Ali Shan Sharfu looked very promising in the middle, but struggled today against the medium paces, scored 42. And then Rohan Mustafa was run out in a very unusual manner, scoring 37. And then all the batters apart from them struggled. And that's the bowling card for you. Just the 5 bowlers used shows the options which they have. They trust their bowlers, and it was Awais Ahmed giving away 22 starting off the proceedings. Almas Ayub picking up 2 wickets and gave away 21 runs. And Mohammad Sahir Khan leading from the front, couldn't really pick up a wicket but gave 14, and Mohammad Irfan also chipping in 1 wicket. Total of 6 extras were given. Well, that's the highlights for you, and it was Awais Ahmed starting off proceedings, and at one point Ali Shan looked like he's going to take the game away, but Shahrukh Sheikh was the first wicket, and a good take by Syed Haider Wasi Shah. Then it was Rohan Mustafa who walked in and looked very promising, played those lovely shots towards the covers, and at that time we thought they are pretty much in the game and at the riding seat. But then some excellent bowling from Team 7 District Hybrid just kept things tight, and Rohan Mustafa and Ali Shan Sharfu just kept going, playing those shots, and Ali Shan was looking absolutely destructive. But then this was the moment where there was no clue for Rohan Mustafa where he was on about, and look at that terrific throw. That was the game-changing moment of the game. It was a huge wicket. Rohan Mustafa departing in a very unusual manner, and then the wickets kept tumbling. There was the captain once again, an excellent fielder, terrific all-rounder. And then it was Ali Shan, looked promising, but then Ali Shan just throwing away his wicket, couldn't really get going today. Terrific take by Mohammad Irfan. Right, then that's the match summary of match 55. It was UAE 7 District Hybrid won the toss, and rightly so, opting to bat first. 122 is what they posted. It was Mohammad Irfan with a brilliant innings once again, 57 and 29. Syed Haider also playing a good knock, 28 and 17. Rohan Mustafa was the pick of the bowlers for them, but was quite expensive. Ehtisam also picking up 2. Well, in reply, Spades Real Estate could manage to score just the 93 runs and gave away 4 wickets in their 10 overs. Ali Shan Sharfu, a struggling innings by very unlike him, 42 in 24. Rohan Mustafa getting out in a very unusual manner, 37 in 21. And Almas Ayub once again amongst the wicket takers, 2 crucial wickets. Mohammad Irfan also chipping in 1, and Awais not picking a wicket but was precise with his line and length. And UAE 7 District Hybrid have won this game comprehensively by 29 runs. Right, then we'll just dive into a short break, and once we are back we will have Samir down in the center for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of what was a blockbuster encounter between the two top teams of this ICC Academy i10 Tournament 2024. We thought it'll be a close encounter, but eventually it was 7 District Hybrid who went on to put in a brilliant performance and defeated Spades Real Estate quite comfortably by 29 runs. They batted first, made 122 for 5, and in reply, they only managed 93 for 4 Spades Real Estate. Before we announce our player of the match, we'd quickly like to thank all our sponsors, this awesome venue and our tournament organizer, the ICC Academy, a wonderful, wonderful facility to come and play a bit of cricket. Our streaming partner, FanCode, where you're catching all the action live. Our YouTube streaming partner, Cricfit, and of course our broadcast and event partner working behind the scenes to bring you the action, Sport Ethics. Well, they batted first 7 District. They put up 122, and that was thanks to one man who put up a brilliant half century. And not just that, he also contributed with a couple of wickets and also took an important catch towards the end of the game. It was Muhammad Irfan of 7 District Hybrid, our player of the match, who will receive his trophy from Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee for today. He's been in good form and he continues to entertain us with his batting. इरफान, अच्छी फॉर्म चल रही है आजकल, क्या राज है, कुछ खास कर रहे हो मैच के बाहर?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र है, और मैच के बाद यही है प्रैक्टिस वगैरह, और क्या करना है।
वैसे पिच के बारे में बताया, जब आप बैट करे तो अच्छा खासा आ रहा था, उसके बाद आपने बॉलिंग में भाई प्लानिंग करके बॉलिंग की है, थोड़ा पिच के बारे में ध्यान दें।
जी, कल की निस्बत आज पिच बैटिंग के लिए बहुत अच्छा था। बाद में बॉल थोड़ा ग्रिप हो रहा था तो उसको यूज़ किया पिच को, बस अल्लाह पाक ने सक्सेस दी है।
आपके दूसरे ओवर में थोड़ा प्रेशर तो रहा होगा, क्योंकि पहले ओवर में आपने 18 रन दे दिए थे। तो जब आपको कप्तान ने बोला कि ये बॉलर आपको करना है, तो प्लान क्या था आपके माइंड में?
जी, प्लान यही था कि टीम को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रन सेव करके दूंगा, अंडर 10 ओवर करूंगा, तो अल्लाह पाक ने इज्जत दी।
आपकी बैटिंग देख के बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है, ऐसे ही बैट करते रहो और आगे के मैचेस के लिए गुड लक।
थैंक यू, जज़ाकल्लाह।
Muhammad Irfan, our player of the match from this encounter. However, this was match number 1. We've got 2 more exciting live games coming up right here at this awesome venue, the ICC Academy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.